I'm installing lights in my barn today. I picked up a bunch of these LED lights here from Costco the other day. Everyone I talked to said they were good lights, so I hope they are. It's one thing I definitely wanted in my barn here is good lighting. I hate working in dark shops. But they're gonna go in the back section here of the barn, and I'm gonna do pairs of two. It's like two, 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 and two. And got a bunch of other boxes and stuff here to get everything done. I think I have everything I need. So I think the first thing I'll do is get my switches where I want them. I'm gonna have a switch over there by the door, and then a switch around the corner too. I'm gonna put a garage door on this side, and so I think I might come in there like with my pickup or something sometimes. It'd be nice to have a switch back there that I can turn on. So that kind of complicates the wiring a little bit, but I think I got it figured out. But yeah, I'm gonna put these boxes where I want them and then start running wire to them. I've already got two switches here, but I think I want to have four there eventually, so I'm going to swap this box out and put in a 4-gang box. I'm always paranoid about triple check using one of these things on the power, make sure it's off. Okay, got that back together. Now I'm ready for the new switch. I'm gonna put one more switch in here too that'll control my hanging lights, the decorative lights. And I think I'll go ahead and put that in now too. Running 12.2 from the breaker to the switch, and then from the switch to the lights will be 12.3. I think out of all the tools I have for wiring, I think my iPhone's the most useful. Okay, got that buttoned up. Now I think I'll go in the back and figure out where the lights are going to go. I want to try to space them evenly across the rafters in the back, and got to count them off and see if I can do that. I found this scratched piece of paper with a grid on it that worked great for laying out the rafters. So I'm going to start on the third rafter and then place a box every 7, and that'll evenly space them, and then I'll end on the third rafter down there too. So I'm going to jump up there and put some boxes where they need to go. Okay, I have my 12-3 coming from the switch, and I got 2 lines of 12-2 going to the next box down there. And just wiring in a receptacle. The lights have plugs on them. I'm just going to put in a receptacle and just plug them right in. And then it'll be easy to swap out if one burns out or stops working. Okay, got that one buttoned up. Move on to the next. Alright, I got all the plugs done up there in place. And then from the last plug, I ran some 12-3 down to the second switch. And I'm working on getting that set up right now. My Sunday is very quickly coming to a close, sadly, and I'm just about out of time, but I'm dying to try the lights for the first time. I want to see what they look like, and I think I'm just about there. I'm working on hanging them right now. Each of the lights come with this little hanger, and I found some eye hooks. I wish they're a little bigger. I might get some bigger ones next time in town, but these will work for now. The lights are really light. So I'm just kind of tweaking them open, sticking the cable in, and then closing them back shut. Got one more to do. Okay. Now I'll go screw those into the underside of the rafter. All right, let's see what happens. Nice. I think that's gonna light this area up pretty well once I get 8 more up there. For some reason the switch on that side over there isn't working right. So I must not have got my wiring exactly like it needs to be. I'll have to troubleshoot that tomorrow. Hopefully it's not too hard to find. Can't quite figure out what I did wrong. But cool, I'm gonna call it a night there, and tomorrow after work I'll probably come out and finish this up. So I thought about it over the night, and I decided I'm just gonna mount the lights directly to the rafters and not hang them on that piece of cable. It kind of hangs a little sideways because the power cord's on one side and it makes it tilt a little bit, which I don't like. And I think it's gonna be less likely for me to whack them with a piece of metal if they're just up high and out of the way. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take these off. You just have to screw a couple screws in, and then they kind of lift up and lock into place. So it'll be really easy to switch over. So I'm gonna jump up and do that, and then do the rest of them too. And also I came out here and was messing with the switches, and they work fine. So I don't know what I was thinking last night. I can turn it on and off over there, and I can turn it on and off over there. So I must have just been getting a little tired and a little loopy or something. Not quite sure what was going on there, but I guess that's good news. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on these, finish them up. A couple of the rafters, the supports that come down at an angle, hang down a little bit lower than the rafter, and so I'm gonna use my Sawzall and zip them off. Lucky for me, there's a plug and close on all of them. All right, I got it all wrapped up. Working good. I'm happy with it. That's pretty good light. The color's a little bit different than the high bay lights I have in the main area, but I kind of expected that. They're halogen, these are LEDs. I figured they weren't gonna match up that much, but I think I can live with it. This area is gonna be closed off except for the entryway right there, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I spent the evening sweeping up back here. I gotta get it closed up soon. It's a pain in the butt. Leaves and dirt and everything just floats in like crazy with the wind. So hopefully I'll get it closed up the next couple months. I think tomorrow night I'll work on putting in that switch for the decorative lights, the hanging lights over there. Shouldn't take too long. It's just gonna be running a little more wire and putting in a plug and a switch. So yeah, I'll get that wrapped up soon. All right, now I wanted to run the line up for my receptacle for my hanging lights up here. Right now I just have a dedicated power cord, which is not ideal. So I'm gonna stick a receptacle right on top of that beam up there. I think I'll just run it over and then follow down that line over there. It's already drilled and it's going to the same spot, so that should work pretty good. All right, I got the plug in up top there, got the switch in down below, and I just plugged the extension cord back in right now because I need to grab some more rope lights, some more hanging lights that I have, and patch in. There's just like 6 feet up there that the one I had didn't reach, so I bought a new box. I'm gonna patch that section back in, and then I'll plug it in when I get that done. But I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. And so right now I just have the extension cord plugged in up there. Yeah, I'm gonna go try it for the first time and see if it works. Cool. Been walking over that dang extension cord for a couple months now, so it's gonna be nice having that out of the way. Yeah, I gotta call it a night here, but tomorrow I think I'll do what I was talking about with the new box of lights. And then I'm also thinking about hanging some around my overhang over there. Just kind of following the curve around. And so I think they're 50-foot lines. And so I'll use what I have left to do that, to go around there. And so I have to run one more stretch of wire going down to a new plug for going around there. And yeah, I think I'll do that tomorrow. I'm spreading some oats today. We spread some oats for a cover crop. We're going to plant this field to sugar beets this winter. They get transplanted in January or February. And we've learned that it really helps to put a cover crop out there. It holds the moisture in the ground and it keeps other weeds down. And then before we plant it, we go out there and spray it. You get nice weed control doing that. And also this field, there's a couple low spots, and it's really likely for the river to come up in the winter and kind of flow across those fields. And if you don't have anything covering the ground, you can really lose a lot of topsoil. So those low spots, we always have to have something covering them. Got a big bulk bag right here of oat seed. We grew a couple acres of oats last year, and now we have plenty of oat seed to do our cover cropping. And we did this last year with the same setup, and we took notes on the settings we used. But I still want to check it one time just to make sure the rate's pretty close. We're shooting for 40 pounds to the acre. So what I'm going to do is I think put in maybe 2 acres worth of seed, and then figure out how far I should go down the field with those 2 acres. We're doing 20-foot row passes, and so I can figure out how many acres that does, and then make sure that we're close. And then if I am close, I'll just go ahead and fill it up and start spreading. Looks like a full bucket's 20 pounds, so that makes it pretty easy. Okay, I got 80 pounds in there, which is 2 acres worth. And I figured out that doing 20-foot row spacing, that I can go 4,400 feet for 2 acres. And the length of this field is 3,400 feet, so I should be able to go down and come back 1,000 feet. And I can measure with my phone coming back and be pretty close. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Another small thing I do when I'm calibrating the spreader is to add just a little bit more than I like. If I wanted 80 pounds in there, I'm going to put like 85, because the very bottom of the spreader doesn't always empty out. And so I put a little more in, and then I stop going when I hit that spot at the end. I don't have to worry about getting it all out there. All right, I made one little adjustment, but it's pretty close. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it up and get to spreading. Got it all spread. Now Albert's out there working it in, using the field cultivator and rolling harrow. Just the top couple inches he works in, and it puts the seed in the dirt. That leaves it nice and smooth too. Got the other strand here. I'm gonna climb up there and plug it in and attach it the rest of the way to the beam, and then I'll cut it when I figure out how far it needs to go. And got a new plug here that I'm gonna hook it up to. Using zip ties on each light. There's a little loop that I can loop through, and then at the beginning and the end I'm going to put some cable clamps just to pull it tight. That's what I did over here, and it worked really well. So I'm going to keep doing it. Drake, it's up here. It's up here. Come on. It's up here. Sucks I have to do that. I only needed 3 more lights. But I knew there's no way it's gonna work out perfect. So I've accepted it. I really like these hanging lights. They seem to be pretty heavy duty. Nice thick wire on them. They came with a lot of extra bulbs too. Got them from Costco also. It's not an ad for them, I promise. I just really like them. I like the color they are too. Almost an orange color. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and cut it here. Oh, I hate cutting it, but I think it'll be fine. Alright, no going back now. Geese are coming back. Jeez. All the Canadian geese go up north for the summer, and then about this time of the year they start flying back in crazy big flocks. And then we spend all winter chasing them out of our fields. They eat the wheat and the grass, and it's crazy what they can do in one night. They just mow a field down. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Nice and secure. Let's plug it in. Cool, got power going through it. I'll grab a couple bulbs and throw in those 3 new ones. Okay, there we go. Now I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the railing. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is use some of this wire. It's already in conduit. I'll run it from that receptacle up top down the side of this post. I'll put a new box right down here, and then the lights are running around the hand railing and just plug right into that box. I don't like the look of the wire exposed, like the 12 to yellow wire, so this stuff looks a little better, and I think it's safer too, having it protected. I also thought about just running the light strand up there and plugging it in, and just leaving the bulbs out of the wire that's running up there. But I think it'd be just a little bit cleaner to put a new box in down there and give it a little more of a finished look. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Shouldn't take too long. Cool. There we go. All right, I'm gonna call it a night there. I didn't get quite as much done as I'd hoped tonight. But the next step is to bring down my welder, and I want to weld some little tabs on the underside of the rail to hold the lights on. And so I'll just do that next time I get a chance. Not gonna be able to work out here tomorrow because tomorrow's my birthday and we're having a birthday dinner for me, my 30th, and I've been told I can't miss that. So yeah, we're gonna have dinner with the family and some friends. So looking forward to that. And so I guess this was my last night working in the barn as a someone in my 20s. Can't say I'm doing that anymore. So, but yeah, almost about to finish this up. Just I think one more day and we'll wrap it up. Hopefully this weekend. This is how I like to torture Drake. Right here. Right here. Get it. Get it. Get your ball. Get your ball. Get it. Get it. Get it. You can do it. Come on. Get the ball. There you go. Go. Go get it. So I thought about it over the night, and I decided against welding the tabs on underneath the railing. The railing already has clear coat on it, and welding it would make that melt and bubble and kind of ruin that. And I think it's just overkill. What I decided to do is to just drill 2 holes wherever the light strand is, and then I can stick a zip tie up through the holes and loop around that. And then that way, if I ever want to take these down in the future, there's nothing hanging there. It'll be nice and clean, and I think it'll just be a little easier to do. So I'm gonna grab my drill and start drilling some holes. I think if I just bend the end, I should be able to hook it up between the two. I'm going to try the first one and make sure I can before I drill the rest of them. Yep, that'll work. All right, there we go. Got the last one done. It's a little too long to put one more bulb on, so I'll just have to, this will be the last one here. And so now I'll cut it here, and I got another plug that I'll throw on the end. I thought about just capping the end and then wrapping it in electrical tape, but I thought it'd be a little safer to put the plug on, just to make sure it stays secure. And then that way, if I ever want to run more lights around the rest of the railing, I can just hook right into that. I don't know if I will, but nice to have the option, I guess. Nothing better than the sound the zip tie makes. So satisfying. think I like any kind of product that's named after the sound it makes. All right, there we go. I think I'll get the skid steer out of here, clean up just a little bit, throw some bulbs in these, and then this project will be done. All right, I think I'm ready to try it. Nice. Yeah, I think I like it. That's gonna be nice not having to run the extension cords and have lights in the next part over there. Don't have to use the spotlight anymore. I'm probably a little early, getting my priorities a little mixed up. I should work on the doors and get it enclosed before I'm doing this stuff, but in my mind it kind of makes sense to do the lights first because I use that the whole time while I'm working on the doors, so it's gonna be nice having those done and be able to use them. But yeah, I think it turned out good, and I'm happy with it. So thanks for watching.